Guaranteed. I feel like there's a new me. It's a new day. There's so much in store for me, I can hardly wait. I'm exploring myself and loving my new findings. All of the past, I left all of that behind me. The woman I am becoming, I've waited so long to meet her. When looking in the mirror, I can see a perfect picture. Time waits for no one. And now I know. I better get my together if I want to see growth. Silly me, wasted so much time sitting by the tree. But now that I took that first step, my success will be guaranteed. Hi guys, welcome back to Poetically Quiche. That was my new poem that I just wrote, written by me today, January 26, 2023, called Guaranteed. I hope that you guys like that poem. That poem was just inspired by the way I've been feeling this week. On this past week, I've been on a staycation from work, and I just had time to reflect and meditate on my life and the direction that it's going. And I came to the realization that maybe a year or so ago, I realized that the direction my life was going, I wasn't liking it, I wasn't feeling it. And through prayer, much needed prayer, and grinding hard, working hard, I'm slowly changing, because nothing happens overnight. I'm slowly changing the things that I don't like about my life, and I'm creating the woman that I want to be. I'm slowly starting to live the life that I wanted to be. And yeah, the part in the poem when I mentioned something about sitting by the tree, like wasting time sitting by the tree, it wasn't literally wasting time sitting by the tree. That was just metaphorically speaking. It's just that I feel as though in my life I have wasted so much time, so many years sitting around waiting for things to happen. I would get up and go to work, take care of my kids, do what I'm supposed to do. But I felt like I would just sit around mentally waiting for something to happen. And in life, we already know if you want something, you have to get up and make it happen. And yeah, I come to the realization that I really was not doing that. Part of the reason that I was not doing that is because I was so tired. I have been tired for a long time, and I just felt like it was getting worse and worse. And then last summer, I had 7 weeks off of work because I had an asthma attack, and I was down for 7 weeks. And then when I did go back to work, I felt so drained. You would think after being tired being home resting for 7 weeks, I would have all the energy in the world when it was time to go back to work. But I didn't. I literally was crying when my alarm went off. Literally one day I cried. I was just so tired. No matter how much rest I was getting, I still felt tired, and I could not figure out why. So I went to the doctor, trying to see, do I need a B12 shot, or I think that's the thing, something, because my energy was so low. And then of course, nothing. The answer was nothing. And then I had to go see a specialist for my asthma. And when I went to see the specialist, they did blood work. And then we found out that my D3 levels, I was D3 deficient. So basically my D3 was really, really low. When I researched it, that was the reason why I was so tired. My hair at one point in time, it was getting so thin in the top, all around the edges. I still growing back. My hair was getting so thin. Could not figure out why. A simple style like this, I couldn't even get because my hair was getting so thin. And I would just be always so tired, so exhausted. And your D3 controls, has control of your energy, your hair growth. If you're D3 deficient, your hair, you can have hair loss. Your hair could be thinning. You can be so tired. Those are the main 2 side effects that I had. And then so once, doctor recommended taking D3 vitamins every day, yada, 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 I literally felt the difference in my energy levels within the week. And then now my energy is back to normal, thank God. And then within I would say a month, my hair completely grew all the way back in the middle, thickened all the way back up. And now my edges are following suit, thank God. So that played a very important role as of why I wasn't getting up to make things happen. I went to work. I've always had done a job. But outside of doing what I'm supposed to do, the extra things that I wanted to do, I wasn't getting up to make those things happen because I didn't have the energy. So that's one thing I want to say. listen to your body. When your body is trying to tell you something. I knew I was so tired, and it was like unrealistic how tired I was. So you must listen to your bodies, because everything is for a reason. Nobody is that doggone tired. Not even after a long day of work. As tired as I was, tired to the point where I was crying when it was time to get up in the morning. Yeah, so like now that I have that under control, thank God, God got it under control for me, because it's nothing that I did. I feel so much better. And then it's like, now that was just a couple months ago. So now I'm feeling to the point now I have more energy. I just feel so much better. I pray like crazy, and things are turning around in my life. But what really made me notice that is this week, me and my mother, we spent a lot of time together. We're really close. And she was telling me this morning, we went out to breakfast, and she's like, you know, you work really hard. You work really hard, and you deserve this week off. I'm so proud of you and everything that you're doing and you're accomplishing. And then after we went to breakfast, it was like more like brunch. After that, we stopped by the supermarket, and then I ended up grabbing a bottle of wine, even though I already had a fifth of Hennessy in the refrigerator, because I don't get to drink that often. The last time I had a drink was last summer, I believe. It's been a while since I had a drink. So, and I used to like to drink before, but with my job that I have, it's like, it's hard. You can't really do both. So we bumped into one of her friends in the store, and her friend, she likes to drink too, but she was mentioning how, like, you know, she hasn't really had a drink in a while. And my mother she's like, I'm so proud of my daughter. Like, she hasn't had a drink in a while, but she's off from work this week, her vacation, her birthday, you know, vacation or whatever. And she's been drinking every day. Every night I've been getting it in. Like, I'm making up for lost time, honey. When I say I'm getting it in, I'm getting it in by myself. But she was like, you know, she's been drinking like every day that she's been on vacation. But I'm proud of her. And even though I don't drink, like, you know, she deserves it. She works so hard, and she deserves it. And it just made me realize, like, you know, I am listening to my mother speak about how proud she is of me and my accomplishments and everything that I'm doing. I am getting my life. I am becoming the woman that I wanted to become. And I didn't even realize it. Until hearing her say that, like, I am becoming the woman that I want to become. I still have a long way. There's still more that I want to accomplish, but it's happening, and I'm happy about that. I'm proud of myself. And it took this week of being off work to reflect on that and to understand and realize. So that's what inspired me to write this poem, after realizing that I am loving the woman that I look at in the mirror. Like, I am loving the heck out of her, honey. She is everything to me. Like, and my confidence level, it's like since I turned 39, my confidence level has skyrocketed. And I thought that, like, okay, my 20s, they were lit. My 20s are lit, like, for real. But I had my daughter when I turned 30, and my life slowed down. And then I kind of got lost in my relationship and lost in mommy mode. And I kind of, like, lost who I was, like, for years. I couldn't find me. So now it's like I'm taking back control over my life, myself, and who I once was. But now I want to be a reincarnated version of her. Like, you know, like a better version of me. I have a poem called Better Version of Me. And that's honestly how I feel. I want to be a better version of me, you know? So it's been a long fight, a long struggle to get back to being who I am, to be a better version of me. But I'm finally getting there. I'm on the road to being the woman that I love to see when I look in the mirror. So yeah, this poem is just a little inspiration to those. You know, some of you may feel like you lost yourself, especially some of my ladies. You get in these relationships, become mothers, and sometimes we lose ourselves in that man or taking care of those babies, and we forget, you know, about us sometimes. We forget to step back, take time for us. Like, you hear the kids and they're dropping stuff, they're not recording the video. But anyway, sometimes we forget to take time for us. And mommy time, that me time, that's everything. So we got to step back sometimes to realize, you know, that we need to make time for us and take care of you first. Because you can't take care of your household if you all broken apart, you know. So, yeah, I just want to get back. And I still have a long way to get to the woman that I want to be. Even though I'm 39 years old, I'm finding myself again. I'm loving it, and I feel good. And I still have dreams, aspirations, and goals that I want to see come true. And I got to get up mentally and physically. Stop sitting by that tree. And my success will be guaranteed. Till next time, guys.